When my daughter came home in tears because she'd failed, I realized the only option left was the nuclear one. My daughter Hani came home last Tuesday sobbing, holding her advanced physics final with a big red F circled at the top. My jaw dropped. This wasn't just any exam. It was the one that decided a national merit scholarship, a full ride to any university in the country. Only a handful are awarded each year, and Hani was on track for one. 4 years of perfect results, never a day missed, thousands of hours studying. She needed just this last strong grade. "I got every answer right, Mum," she cried. "He failed me anyway." I took the paper and compared it to her textbooks. Her work was flawless. Every answer correct. A cold, motherly rage came over me. I grabbed my keys. "Where are you going?" Hani asked. "To fix this." Here's what I already knew. A month earlier, at the school's charity fundraiser, Hani's physics teacher, Mr. Okonjo, had cornered me at the check-in table. Mid-40s, recently divorced. He wasn't there to donate. He slid a wrapped gift across the table, an expensive watch, and said he'd been wanting to ask me to dinner for weeks. I told him, politely, that I wasn't interested, and that this was inappropriate. His charm vanished. "You'll regret that," he said quietly, and walked off. 2 weeks later, Hani got her first ever C, then a D, then an F. Straight A's to failing in under a month. I went to the school. Mr. Okonjo leaned back and smiled. "Maybe we could discuss Hani's performance over dinner." I reported him to administration that same day. They said they'd look into it. Nothing changed. So when he failed her on the biggest exam of her life, I decided it was time to act, just not the way he expected. I drove to the school, walked into his classroom, and smiled. "Mr. Okonjo, could we talk?" I sat on the edge of his desk. "I've been thinking about what you said. Maybe I was too harsh." His face went red. "I think you might be right about dinner." He nearly knocked over his coffee. "So, what are you doing tonight?" I asked. "Morello's, 7:30. I'll book it now. Order whatever you like, I'll pay." "I'll be there," I said, and walked out. I told Hani while I got ready. She couldn't stop laughing. His text came all afternoon. "Can't wait. Here early. Got us a table in the back." I parked near the restaurant. He was at a candlelit corner table, 2 glasses of wine already poured, adjusting his tie. He lit up when he saw me, then went white when he saw who was beside me. Principal Adeyemi, his boss. What is this?" I sat down across from him. "Mr. Okonjo, I've told the principal exactly what you've been doing to my daughter, failing her because I turned you down." "That's insane. I would never." I pulled out my phone and pressed play. His own voice filled the corner of the restaurant. "Maybe we could discuss changing Hani's grades over dinner. I'd have to knock a couple of others down to make the curve work, but for you, I'd do it." The nearby tables went quiet. Heads turned. "You recorded me?" he shouted. "No," I said. "I gave you exactly what you asked for. A date. You brought the confession yourself." Principal Adeyemi stood. "You're suspended. Effective immediately. The board will be reviewing every grade you've entered this term." Mr. Okonjo just sat there, the color gone from his face. I walked out without another word. He was dismissed 2 weeks later. An independent review remarked Hani's exams, all of them, and her real grades were restored. She got her scholarship. When the letter arrived, she screamed so loud the neighbors came to check on us. The best part wasn't watching him fall. It was watching my daughter open that envelope and realize that the thing he'd tried to steal from her, 4 years of her own hard work, was hers again and always had been. No man gets to decide what she earns, not on my watch.